So, hi guys, a very good evening to all of you. My name is Harsh Gagrani, one of the founders of Top Rankers, and today we have with us Roshan Sengupta, one of the top rankers of CLAT 2026. Uh, so, Roshan, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on.
Uh, so, how was the CLAT preparation? In fact, I think basics से चालू करते हैं. When you first came to know about your score and your rank, what was the first reaction, and what was the first reaction of your parents? If you can start from there.
So, I will be honest, my parents had their dream score and their dream rank already, decided before I was like anything from 1 to 200, I'm like in heaven. So, that I was getting such a high rank, such a high score, and corresponding rank was a surprise to me. A good surprise, of course, but surprise nonetheless. So, I was in cloud nine for at least a few days after that.
Awesome, yeah. And how has been your journey till now? Born and brought up where? And then if you can come to the law में कैसे आने का plan करा and then the CLAT prep journey.
Right, so I'm born and brought up in Kolkata. So I studied in La Martiniere for Girls School from since basically nursery. I would say the career law came into my mind after class 10 ka jo boards ho, because that is when you decide what stream you should be going into. So I for sure knew I was not going into science.
Okay.
Science is just not for me. Maths, PCM, nahi. So Baki option I basically eliminated. I enjoyed reading. Speaking also I enjoyed. So I came to basically a conclusion that law is a good choice for me. So I enrolled with Ellie, 11, 12. I was my official CLAT where I was supposed to go through was last year. Nahi hua. So I decided to take a drop here. I was like, I will be very serious. I will, show up every day. And I did, which is why I could get such a holistic prep, which helped me to score so well.
Were you enrolled with any other
Ellie
classroom
throughout.
course except Delhi?
So the class 11, 12 jo tha, I was in Achievers Platinum.
Okay.
And since I already had the classes and all the basics covered, for the drop year, I decided to just take a classroom related batch. But GK classes, yes, I attended those religiously.
And I think you also used to go to the Kolkata Center and you were in touch with Karan sir.
Absolutely, sir. So I am a person who can't study at home. Like if I am at home, it's basically a holiday for me. So every
Okay.
time so I had to go to the center. So वहाँ पर I used to like start my day at 11, and by it's like 6:30 I started from there. So by the end of the thing, I think everybody, all the faculties there were a bit sick of me. They were like, colleague आ गया जा रहा है. So वो था. It really, this Kolkata center played a big factor because, as I said, I can't study at home. So environment ऐसा था, बहुत पढ़ाई हो रहा था, automatically consistency हो गया था उसके लिए सर.
मैंने सुना था आपके पापा ने एक डायलॉग मारा था कि ये मुझसे ज्यादा तो वो करण सर के लिए, करण मिश्रा सर के लिए, कि मुझसे ज्यादा तो आपको अपना गार्जियन मानती है. तो
Absolutely sir.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. चलो ग्रेट है.
फैमिली
एंड
हो गया था.
क्या हो गया था?
फैमिली हो गया था.
फैमिली हो गया था.
फुल.
यस यस
यस
यस.
सर.
So how was your preparation? So you've been preparing for CLAT for what, 2 to 3 years
3 years
now?
sir. 3 years absolutely sir.
3 years अगर एक स्नैपशॉट में डिस्क्राइब करना है तो आई मीन क्या अप्स एंड डाउन्स थे, और जब डाउन्स हुए तो फिर
Hmm.
हाउ डिड यू कोप अप विद दैट?
Class 11, it was basically a sort of year where I took the law like course, so I could like tell people like I'm studying law, okay, so I'm cool. But पढ़ाई नहीं हुआ था. I can tell
ओके.
you that, sir. तो इसलिए 12 में आकर थोड़ा like I was balancing school. I was not in a dummy school, and attendance was like mandatory 75%. So I had to make sure I was there also, and had to manage my CLAT. And I don't think my multitasking skills had like developed by then. So it's not like I wasn't trying. I was, but थोड़ा जो extra like strategy करके when to like chill, when to वो नहीं हुआ था. So that was a bit of a problem. So when I actually walked into the hall, the examination hall, when I was giving CLAT 2025, back of the mind, I kind of knew with my level of prep, nahi hoga. But still, like 90%, you have that hope कि हो जाएगा. But उसके बाद नहीं हुआ. But I knew that the year I gave in 12, that was invaluable क्योंकि मेरा basics हो गया था, which I was supposed to do in 11. So
Okay.
for whoever's, studying right now in 11, don't take this as, like your chill year. Actually go through the basics because that is very important. It helps. So many people I've seen, they sort of disregard the year that they cannot get into the NLUs. But af like CLAT 2026, like a majority of the reason I could like do it so well was because of my learnings for CLAT 2025. So wo hua, and like this year, I really enjoyed my prep. I can tell you that because I didn't have school, so I could like devote myself to CLAT prep and बहुत अच्छा तरह से like all the details I missed, I couldn't do last year, I could give them like proper attention right now. Especially in sort of an environment where like phone nahi dekhna hai and everybody is like very like academic focused. So if I want someone to have like a quiz partner, I can get that. So like Abhishruti, my quiz partner, every week we would do like a clat, like you do 5 topics, I do 5 topics, and usse hi revision ho gaya, padhai ho gaya. So that is why that is like a big part of my prep. So I would say 2026 ka prep was easier than 2025, obviously.
Okay.
And ups and downs, I was much more aware of them this time around because last year I was sort of in like a delusional land कि हो जाएगा, everything will be fine, सबका होता है, मेरा भी हो जाएगा, नहीं होता है, obviously. So take it like, please take your prep seriously, don't be like me. So this year, mocks का strategy, strategize कैसे करे, what to do, what sequence, वो बहुत ध्यान से करी. And when I walked into the uh, examination hall this year, I was like, अगर नहीं होगा तो मेरे से नहीं होगा तो किसी से भी नहीं होगा. So
Hmm.
वो type of attitude लेके गई थी मैं.
Got it. Got it. Got it. And this year, how did the paper go? As in, sequence of sections क्या रखा? Paper के time पे क्या feeling रहा? And
Hmm.
how many attempts? Eventually, paper में कितना attempt करके आए?
So total, I think I attempted 114 questions because
Okay.
I know you say sir every time like hard paper ho, easy paper ho, 110 at least.
Yes.
So I gave 114. I did 114. My sequences, I do legal first, then I move on to CR. Well, CR तो इस बार नहीं बोल सकती. Logical section. Then GK, then maths, and then English. So in a way, I was kind of glad a sequence हो गया because legal was quite short this year. S- Like थोड़ा surprises था, but like you either know the answer, or you don't. So मेरा जल्दी हो गया. Instead of 40 minutes, it took me 20 minutes.
Okay.
उसके बाद I could give it that extra time to AR, which I needed. One thing I would say, AR I was really good at. First of all, because I am not that good at maths, like I prefaced, sir. So AR is sort of like mathematics ka logic, but it's mixed in with like English and stuff. So it's like baby maths. So whenever I can do it, I'm very happy. So I always did it. So AR ho gaya because I was also preparing for ALET. So I did my job for AR. So I did that. वो 40 minutes में हो गया. So by 3 o'clock, I was done with legal and logical. Then GK 10 minutes. It
Okay.
was like it hurts me. Like the only regret I would say is like 2 questions I thought I sort of knew, but I wasn't like 100% sure, so I didn't attempt those. And when I came back, the answer that I thought it was correct. So, थोड़ा regret है, but it's fine, it's fine. So, जीके था, then maths में थोड़ा problem हो गया था because I started off with that the lengthier passage, the
Okay.
caselet. So that took me 20 minutes, and I was like, वो हो गया था, so I could finish in 20 minutes, but you are supposed to finish two in 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, fine. English, I'm like good at English. So I was like, whoa, I will do as fast as humanly possible. I think I gave 10 minutes in total to English, which is why I got three wrong, probably. But I did it as fast as I can, and then 10 minutes I had for the last maths passage. And it was funny, so because when the invigilator said pens down, I had three maths questions left. And I was like hell bent on getting at least two right because you see, the thing was, there were two questions that if I did one calculation right, I would get both of them. So I did that, and I was like, by the time I was sitting at the back of the examination hall, so by the time they came over, I was done with both. And I was like hoping I'd get some more time for that last question. But I was like, when they told me to rip my OMR sheet, I was like, ma'am, मेरा हाथ बहुत shake कर रहा है. Can you get me a ruler from the front? Um, she didn't buy it, obviously,
Okay.
but I tried. Do or die situation था. I could either get it in or not. But no, yeah, but I was happy with my like many people when I came out of the hall, they were like, "What other colleges are you going for?" I'm like, "Shouldn't you be discussing CLAT? क्या क्या paper हो गया?" But like they're already like, पता चल गया था कि नहीं होगा. So in that in that way, I was like, I was satisfied with what I did.
Okay. 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 Got it. And were you always a reader? I think you mentioned at the beginning of the interview that you were always a
Yes,
reader,
though.
right?
Yeah, so it's funny. So this year, where I'm supposed to like improve my reading comprehension, I didn't get to read a lot of
Okay.
storybooks because I was mainly devoted to GK. That was my weak section. So I'm like fact, 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 fact. But and when I actually like A-Lit के लिए prepare कर रही थी, I realized my sixth sense for like context-based meanings वो सब गायब, like सब गायब. So I was tensed about English, ironically.
Got it. Got it. And that's great, yeah. And right throughout the journey, did you have a consistent VK section and how did you improve that? या फिर VK section change होता रहा था?
Hmm. See, sir, I would only say the reading sections were weak for me
Okay.
if I didn't have the time to finish them. So inevitably, because there are two like non-reading sections and three reading sections, one of the reading sections always was at the end.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when I wasn't like fast enough to finish the papers, that section took the brunt of it. But it wasn't because I was bad at that section.
Okay.
It's just because I couldn't finish the paper. So reading sections, I won't say I was. It was like one of my weaker sections. CR maybe, but apparently that didn't really matter in the end. So good for me. But maths and GK, I would say were definitely, I wouldn't say weak, but I would say they were weaker than the reading sections. So
Okay.
maths के लिए I basically practiced every day और तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And GK, like I said, I was like implemented lots of checks and balances. Ki my friend Abhishruti from the Kolkata Center, I used to every week do revision or like quizzes.
Hmm.
So that was like, and every like week I did the GK Fiesta. So revision hota tha. And GK is like mostly revision. Like
Okay.
first time you read it, but those who are good at GK, they always revise it. So वो मेरा revision हो गया था. So it wasn't a bad section, I won't say. But it was a section I was a bit scared of.
Got it. Got it. And Fiesta तैयारी करके देते थे या
Oh yes, so religiously. Maybe not the A-Lit bit. A-Lit
okay.
like 1 hour before the fiesta. I was like one-liners, 1 week ka paro jaldi jaldi. But the CLAT topics, yes, I did them very
I mean,
nicely, which is
that's what
what,
the whole point
yeah.
of GK Fiesta is.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's just a
Revision हो
random 20
जाता
minutes.
है, हाँ.
Yes, yes, yes. Revision
Just
हो
so you
जाता है.
can get the important topics down, yes, sir.
Yes, 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 yes. So that's great, yeah, Roshan. And any advice for your potential juniors, for the future CLAT aspirants, which should include two things. First, कोई ऐसी चीज जो कंसिस्टेंटली आपने करी दैट यू वुड लाइक टू एडवाइस टू जूनियर्स कि यार ये तो कुछ भी हो जाए ये तो करना ही. सेकंड, कोई गलती जो करी थी दैट यू वुड वांट टू गिव एज एन एडवाइस टू ऑल द पोटेंशियल जूनियर्स कि यार कुछ भी हो जाए ये गलती मत करना. तो
Hmm.
शुड इंक्लूड these two things.
So consistently एक चीज करना पड़ता है, which is consistency. You have to show up every day. It doesn't have to be 100%, maybe even 10%, 20%. You read the newspaper that day, that is fine.
Hmm,
And it's
hmm,
not like whatever you studied is going to come on the CLAT exam day. It's not like that. But the thing is, when you do it every day, there is a sort of confidence that builds in you. So when you go into the CLAT center examination hall, your confidence is backed by evidence that I showed up every day. I know at least 90% more than other people here. So, and the thing is, flat, then many people say it's luck. And of course, that plays a huge role. One is prep, but I would also say confidence is a huge deal because when you see the paper, many people panic. I panicked last year, which is why I couldn't get through. If I just calmed down and did the math section, I would have gone through last year, most likely. But I didn't. I panicked. So this year I knew confidence होना है, don't panic, and नहीं हुआ इसलिए I got in. So that is one thing I would say, consistency. And one thing I would say that you don't like, you should avoid is comparison because that is for sure like a major part why you feel demotivated. And I 100% feel CLAT prep का journey है. You should enjoy it. And जो demotivate करता है, it's not a good feeling. It doesn't really help you.
Hmm.
Yes, mock scores obviously are important, but like you said, sir, it doesn't really matter. Mocks में एक चीज होता है flat. Flat का thing is only inconsistency. The only thing they're constant about is inconsistency. So mock scores, of course, like the sample paper says, they're indicative, but they are never actually what comes. So yes, scores are important. You should always strive to earn a better score. And ranks are good, it builds your confidence. But I wouldn't say like you have to take every rank as gospel. वो नहीं करना पड़ता है. Just enjoy yourself. And when you see that you're improving, at least compared to yesterday, be happy with yourself, be proud with yourself. That's for sure.
That's great, यार. बढ़िया है रोशन. I'm sure future CLAT aspirants ने बहुत सारे यूजफुल नगेट्स उठाए होंगे इस इंटरव्यू से. Uh,
Thank you, sir.
so all the very best for your law school journey,
Thank you, sir.
and
Thank you, sir.
all the very best for all the future endeavors. Right?
Thank you, sir.
Chalo, take
I
care.
would
Bye
also
bye.
like to thank Ellie for all their support because without you
अरे
guys,
that's
I would
हाँ
not have made it.
please continue. हाँ क्या ठीक है, we have a lot of time. हाँ.
No, because it's true. Because I would always say, like, my mom, dad, God, obviously, and Ellie was which is the reason why I'm here and I can, help other juniors get to this point, which is Ellie बहुत help किया. So I just bottom of my heart, thank you so much to you and your team, sir. Also, for always staying positive, helping me stay positive when I'm maybe not feeling that well. So thank you so much, sir.
That's great है. And the good thing is, I mean, अच्छा लंबा जर्नी भी रहा है एली के साथ. Good
Oh
3 year
yes,
journey.
3 years. Yes, sir.
हाँ हाँ तो
Cannot forget it. Part of my life right now.
हाँ यार. In fact, कोलकाता सेंटर opened in fact in front of
Yes,
you
sir.
that way.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I could tell it was new and they were putting their hopes on everyone. I could tell it was like a very, like I'm their sort of pride and everybody was their pride, obviously. So वो responsibility लेके I went into the room
yes
कि
yes yes
करना है मेरे लिए but एली के लिए भी.
yes yes yes. That's great यार. Thank you so much, Roshan, and all the very
Thank you
best. Yeah.
so much, sir. Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Bye.